Hey, welcome back to this week's video. I'm super excited for this one. I kind of say that every time, I know. I'm always excited to just be in front of the camera and sharing some of these thoughts. I'm glad you find them valuable. It's so awesome hearing your awesome feedback, so thank you for that. And I'll just keep trying to think of some cool things to share, and then whenever they pop into my mind, I'll share them. So welcome back. This one's gonna be a bit personal. I'm going to just be honest with you all and share some stories of my journey over the last couple years. Just be real with you, because that's the main thing, and just share some of the lessons I've learned. And I guess the issue I was facing, I was putting myself through really 2 years ago and over the last 2.5 years, and compared to where I am now and how I'm just starting this new cycle, and it's really awesome, and I'm excited to see where it leads me. So the whole topic of this video, I'm going to keep it short, but it's about just finding the right people to have around you, people who are going to take you from where you are today to where you need to go. And I guess if I'm honest, when I came out of school, I just went straight into study, into work, into more work, started a business, kept working, more work for 2.5 years, just so driven and focused on just, if I'm honest, just making money. That was all I was thinking about. I just wanted to be making as much money as I could because, and being honest again, if I'm being really honest, it was partly because a lot of it actually was a part about just wanting to be, better than others. I wanted to be more successful, be richer, more wealthy, making more money than my friends, more than the people I went to school with, more than people my age. I guess I wanted to impress people. I wanted people to look at me and be like, yeah, that guy's successful. He's got money. He's got that Lamborghini at 22. And I'm cringing in my mind just saying this. It's such a bad. I personally think it's just a bad direction. And what the problem was with being so focused on making money and just working hard to make money, when I was actually sacrificing a lot of my relationships with my family and with my friends. And fortunately, I've always had amazing people around me, and they've forgiven me for it and they've supported me through it. But at the same time, I felt like some of my very close relationships have fallen away, or the foundations are still there, but the top layers are just kind of crumbling, and I just don't want to let those walls crumble any further. And so it took a lot of time. I wasn't really enjoying the people I was finding, and I was looking for other people who wanted to work hard and make money, but I often found those people aren't the nicest people to be around. They're the people who take shortcuts and rip people off and don't treat people fairly, and they're just so self-centered. And I didn't like being around them, even though that was kind of what I was becoming. And then I was looking elsewhere, and then there was the people who don't even care about their financial situation, and they're not hard workers, and they don't want to be good at anything, and I don't want to be around people like that. And then the final group, which is potentially even worse, they did want to be rich, they wanted to have the success that I wanted, but they weren't willing to work for it. And that's again, not a group of people that I want to be around. So who do I want to be around? And it's taken me 2.5 years to kind of figure this out, switch my mindset, and get it in the right place. And I'm feeling like I'm finally there. Over the last 5 or so months, I've been around some incredible people through my church and also outside, just meeting and interacting with some new people who were just incredible influences of my life, and just sharing incredible wisdom. And so that's what I wanted to talk about, because these people, they make me happy, but they also help me achieve my goals. And so I wanted to talk about just a few characteristics that I believe are just super important when looking for the kind of people you want to have in your life. Now, I do believe just spend your time with everyone, love everyone, and it doesn't matter who they are, but we can have a relationship with people. But if we want to be, people of impact in the world and creating change, positive change and influence of the world, then we need to be around the right like-minded people. So at the bottom level, for the kind of people that we want to hang around, or that I want to hang around, you can have your own characteristics, but this is important to me, is I want them to be genuine. So people who are authentic, who tell it to you straight, who don't lie to you, don't talk behind your back, who don't give you false hope, who want to see you succeed, genuinely want to see you succeed. And then I want people who are kind, who are kind to themselves, kind to myself, and most importantly, kind to the people around them. And then finally, I want people who are caring, who care about other people's success more than their own, who want to see other people succeed. So genuine, kind, and caring are 3 incredible characteristics of people that you want to be spending your time with. And then the next level up, this is just in my opinion of how I want to build it. They're first, they're going to be those 3 things. But next, I want people who are just hard-working individuals. So it's not like the old hard work that I was talking about before. But still, these are people who are focused, who are committed, who are diligent, who are constantly focused towards being better, who are learning and growing, and just wanting to be successful in some pursuit of their life. So I do want those hardworking people around me, because hardworking people challenge me as well, and because life's not always relaxed and it's simple. These things will pop up, and we need to be diligent and hardworking, committed and dedicated. And these amazing words, these are what we need to be in our lives. So we want people like that around us. But back to the old group of people, I no longer want hardworking people who are just chasing money. It's a bit of a conviction for me, is I can't let people who want to just make money be people I'm hanging around with, because I know that that's something that I used to focus on. It's a bit like it's my default thing of what I want to do, and I got to cut that out of my life, because it's a trap, and I keep following that, and I need to be around people who don't just disregard making money as the priority. It can't be the priority, all right? So the next level up is I want purpose-driven people. So forgetting about money, who are just, they have a goal, they know where they are now, they know where they're going, and they're on a mission to get there. And they have that purpose. They know what their outcome is. They're determined to get there. They have the purpose, they're hardworking people, but they're also genuine, kind, and caring people. So that's the 3rd level. The next level, which is where I want to take it, even further than just purpose-driven, because purpose-driven can be still towards that money. We want to be purpose-driven towards, well, I want to be purpose-driven towards service, towards helping others, to lifting others up, to encouraging, to whatever service means to you or to me. But I want to be around people who just want to help the world, help their community, help their neighbors, help their parents, help their friends, help just anyone around them. And I think if you're around people who want to help others, who are purpose-driven to help others, who are hard-working to do that, and who are genuine, kind, and caring, you're around some amazing people. And the final level, now this one's more just for me personally, so I don't know your story and I'm not pushing it onto anyone, but this is how I feel. I want to find people who believe in God and want to bring glory to God in the things that they do. And so that's my belief, and I kind of sometimes in deep inside I feel a bit like a hypocrite to even say that on camera to you all, but that's how I feel, and that's what I want to chase. And I know I've got a lot of things in my life that I need to improve, but I'm really doing my best to get there. And that's why I need people around me who are also on that same kind of purpose-driven, service-driven, hardworking, genuine, kind, and caring people. Because I know when I'm following that direction, my life is good and I'm making a positive impact in other people's lives. And that's my mission, and I want to make the impact in people's lives. So it's awesome for me, and it's been a long 2.5-year journey to get to just the mindset change. And I've always been a person about action. You remember when I started my Instagram page, it was that caption, "Start doing shit." Like, I believe in that, and I still believe in just take action. And so that's what I'm doing right now. I know I'm not perfect. I'm never going to be perfect, and I'm only sharing ideas from my experiences, things that I've failed and succeeded at, and what I've learned from those experiences. So I'm just sharing those, but I really found these things incredible. And I guess I wrote down a couple extra ones that I wanted to say. Here's 3 different just extra characteristics to the kind of people that you should be trying to find to hang around. The first one is just deep and positive thinkers. People who think deeply about themselves in particular. So, being just, I guess, self-aware of where they are and what are they doing wrong, what are they doing well, how can they improve, how can they continue to learn and continue to grow. So being a deep thinker about those things internally, but also a deep thinker about external things of what's going on in the world and how can I contribute to others. Where's the problems and what are the solutions and how can I bring those solutions to fruition. And so that's just something that you really want to be around. And then positive thinkers as well. People who they don't they don't see problems as negatives, they see problems as opportunities. And I'm really trying my best to be someone who does that, who just, I see an issue and how can I fix it? Not, there's an issue, world sucks, I hate life. I don't want to be like that, and I hope that's the same for you. But you have to find people who are positive thinkers, who are deep thinkers, and they are out there. And oftentimes people are actually deep thinkers and positive thinkers, but they're so overclouded by other people who aren't deep thinkers and aren't positive thinkers that it's hard for them to share their real thoughts. So if you become someone who's a deep and positive thinker, you'll find other people who are deep and positive thinkers, because they're going to start sharing their thoughts and you're going to have some incredible conversations, which is what I've been doing recently. Like 2 weeks ago, I sat in the car until 4 a.m. with my close friend Josh, and we were just talking about some incredible things and how we wanted to be better and serve better. And then the same with my friend Isaac, just last week, up until 2 a.m. doing the same thing, just talking deep thoughts. And it was just so uplifting and encouraging, and like I felt so empowered by the end of the conversation, just thinking, wow, I've got someone around me who wants me to succeed, who wants to be successful, and how can we work together to actually achieve some amazing things. The next one is encouragers. Find people who are just encouraging people. I think it's a shame to see a lot of people aren't encouraging, even though that's what they really want to do. So if that's you, step out of that comfort zone and just encourage people anytime you can. If someone does something awesome, let them know about it, because we want to find people who are like that for us, who lift us up, who see the good works that we're doing and tell us about it and say, Nate, you're doing so awesome in this, keep it up. I saw where you were, Nate, this is where you are, this is where you're going, you're going to get there if you keep up the good work. These are some of the words that have been spoken over me recently, because I found some incredible people, and it's been amazing and so uplifting. And so I really hope the same for you. So find people who are encouragers. The next one is find an accountability partner. And these are the kind of people who just tell it to you straight. They don't go, so I got a good friend Chris and he's awesome at this. When I tell Chris what I'm doing and here's my goals for the next month or so, if I get to the end of the month and I haven't achieved my goals, Chris is like, Nate, that's not good enough. You're better than that. You need to be progressing much better than you have been. And he's not saying it out of a destructive nature of he's putting me down and he's telling me I suck. He's saying, Nate, you're not unleashing your full potential. You can do better. But also at the same time, when I do my best, he goes, that's incredible. And he supports me and he encourages me to keep pushing. So he's an incredible friend, and I love this, the way he holds me accountable, and I'm finding more people like that, and I want to be around more people like that, because the more people that know where I'm heading are the more people who are going to tell me when I'm not doing what I'm meant to be doing. So when I'm coming out on camera like this and just being open and honest, saying I want to be someone who serves others, when I'm doing things in my real life that aren't fulfilling what I'm talking about, I want people to be able to say, Nate, that's not what you said. And I hope that I'm in those situations can be the person that goes, you're right, rather than a person that goes, blames others or doesn't accept the criticism, because we need that criticism. So that's the third thought. So find people who are genuine, kind, and caring, who are hardworking towards a purpose-driven life that is serving others. You can still win in your own personal life when you're serving others. Don't get that wrong, all right? You're still gonna have an amazing life by serving. And if you're up for it, that's me. Find God and find that direction, because it's awesome. And find people who are just like that in your life, because they're just gonna really lift you up. Again, find people who are deep and positive thinkers, find people who are encouragers, and find accountability partners. Now, just the final thought I want to add, I know this video is getting way too long, apologies, but I really want to encourage you not to just think about finding great people for you, but finding yourself and being a great person to others. So not just about finding great people for us, but be a great person to others. See these characteristics, which means be genuine, means be kind, which means be caring, be a hard worker, have a purpose, be a person of service. Be a deep thinker, always thinking about how you can improve yourself and what things in the world you can solve. Be a positive thinker. Don't think negatively. Think about the positive changes and what is amazing about this world. Then we want to be an encourager to anyone we can find, whether it's people we know or don't know, people we love, dislike, doesn't matter. Be an encourager, lift people up. And the final one is be someone that holds your friends or your people accountable. And you don't do that as, you're trying to put them down. Remember, it's about just being there for someone, because you're showing you care, you're showing that you want them to succeed, and when they're not doing the best for themselves, you're there to lift them up and remind them of the direction they're meant to be going. So I guess the final thought I wanted to just add, the final little sentence, I don't want to spill the beans too much, but my great friend Harry and I were creating something, a bit of a project, and I guess our motto or our slogan is just to be people who are future thinkers. So people who are thinking about the future, future thinkers, excellent seekers, and then world changers. So find people who are thinking about the future, find people who are seeking to be excellent, and find people who want to change the world. All right, that's me. Hopefully you found this awesome and inspiring, and go out and find some amazing people who are going to lift you up and who you can lift up and you can do some amazing things with. All right, I'll see you next week. Ciao.